Hi guys, so I'm going to be talking about how much of Mice and Men really means to me. So they're not just a band, and I know that a lot of people say that oh they're just a band and blah blah blah. But I'm gonna take this music out because I can't talk with music. So um they're not just any other band. They're more than just a band. They're heroes. They're inspiration to some people, like to me and to my friends in school. Without them, I don't know where I would be. And I say that about my other favorite band, Bullet for My Valentine. Without them, I would be nowhere too. You have those 2 or 3 bands that you don't know what you would do without them. But Austin Carlisle is like a hero. He's more than a singer. He's more than anything. He's just a hero. Like, he's perfect. That's all. Yeah, his mom raised the most perfect boy and the most inspiring son a mother can ever ask for. I don't want to bring it up. I know his mom died from the heart condition she had. And sure, Austin has the same as his mom. But if he were to die today, and I'm not trying to be mean, but for example, if anything would have happened to him today, I would probably just lose it. Like, I would probably be ashamed, but if you think about it, he would be with his mom. And on his birthday, I wrote on him on Instagram. A lot of people did. And it was him and his mom, and I just sat there crying at like 12 o'clock at night. I was like, oh my God. If you think about it, like, it's hard, but it's hard to explain, and I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. They're more than just a band. Hold on, I'm going to move it over a little bit so that it's bright or somewhat bright. But they're more than just a band. They're an inspiration, okay? They're heroes. And yeah, they are to me, and I love them. I really, really, really do. And I'm thankful that I met this band, not as in meet in real life, just, I don't know. I'm happy that I got introduced to their music by my friend. I really am. And I thank her for that. And people would usually come up to me and be like, you know they're more than just a band, right? They're just a band. Well, they wouldn't say they're more than just a band. They'd be like, you know they're just a band, right? They're not just heroes or an inspiration. I had 2 guys come up to me who like them, but they're not huge fans. Like, they obsess as what us girls do. He's like, you know they're just a band. And I'm like, no. They're heroes and they're an inspiration. And he looked at me like I was like really weird. He goes, no. They're like the other bands. They're like the same old bands you listen to. They're just a band. They're just nothing. And I just dropped my books and I was like, no. They're an inspiration. They changed my life. And Austin Carlisle is like my hero. Oh yeah, sorry about my grandma's dog in the background, like right there. So if you just hear her snoring, just let it go. How could you say that to someone? And here comes my dog. How could you say that to someone who is a big fan of OMNM. Of Mice and Men. OMNM. Hello. You guys pretty much say that. How could you say that? I looked at him and I go, how could you say that to someone? Like, really? How? How? It shocks me that like, I know that there are plenty of girls out in the world who fangirl over this band. But I'm not one of those girls. Okay? Yeah, I love Bullet for My Valentine, Sleeping with Sirens, Motionless in White, Pierce the Veil, Of Mice and Men, and plenty others. I'm not a fangirl over them. Yeah, I love them, but I don't obsess over them. Like, I just listen to their music. Like, I adore them. I listen to, Of Mice and Men 100%. And same goes for Bullet for My Valentine. Bullet for My Valentine, I got introduced in, 9th grade 2 years ago. And then I just adored them. You know? They saved me. And then I left them for Of Mice and Men. Those two bands I love. Matt Tux is my hero, and Austin Carlisle is my hero. He's my idol, and Matt Tux is too. Without those two men, I would pretty much kill myself in a heartbeat if anything were to happen to them. If there was no such thing as screamo music or heavy metal or any music, I wouldn't be here today. I'm not one of those girls who would fangirl over Of Mice and Men. Sorry, my speech is like really bad today, so don't even like bother. I'm not one of those fangirls who would fangirl. Shut up! I'm not one of those fangirls who would fangirl over one band. And I don't listen to any band or just a band and think that the lead singer is hot. Or the whole entire band is just hot. And you just listen to them and like them because they're hot. No. That's not how it works. Yeah, I know it may sound like it's right, but no. You can't just like a band for how they look. You have to like them and listen to them because of their songs. If you can relate to their songs and they speak to you, then like them for that. Don't like them because of their looks. Like them for how their lyrics changed you in a way. Bullet for a Valentine, their lyrics spoke to me. And when no one else was there, they were. I just sat in my room and listened to them and cried. But their lyrics related to how my life was and just, I don't know. You can't just like a band for how hot they are. You gotta like them for their music. If their words or lyrics speak to you and you could relate to their songs, and if their songs can relate to your life, then that's a good thing. Because hey, you know, I hate when girls would come up to me and be like, you love Of Mice and Men, oh my god. And they're so girly that you don't even know. Because I have had girly girls, full-blown preppy cheerleader girly girls come up to me and be like, you like Pierce the Veil? And I'd be like, yeah. Like, that was like a few weeks ago, but I had multiple girls come up to me and question me about the screamo bands or heavy metal bands that I like. And then they'll be like, oh my god, I like them too, they're so hot. And I go, do you like them because of how hot they are? Or do you like them because of their music and how you can relate to it? And they just go, oh, I like them because they're hot, you know? I'm just like, oh? And I just walked away. You just can't do that. Like, my opinion, everybody has their own opinion. In my opinion, you cannot like a screamo band or any other band for their looks. You have to like them if their songs can relate to you, and if they speak to you, then hey, cool. Like, you can't just like them for their personality. And you can, but you can't fangirl, obsess, or like or love a band, any band, for how hot they are. You can't. You have to like them if their songs can relate to you. Then you have to like them. My opinion, and everybody has their own opinion. I notice on Facebook, I'm friends with some preppy girls in my school, and it's kind of weird. But, I've noticed that they, under their music category or music likes, they have screamo bands, and I'm just like, wait a minute. You're preppy, right? Like, I didn't ask them that. I'm like, you're a metalhead? And then they'll be like, what? No. I'm like, then why do you like screamo bands then? And then they tell me, oh, I like them too. Like, I know that girls who don't dress goth or metalhead like I do, yeah, they can like it. Like, you may look at me and think, you like metal or rap or anything? Like, I like rap, but Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, Lil Jon, any rapper I hate, except Timmy, except for Drake, Eminem, Mac Miller, I just like as rappers. I grew up with Eminem due to my mom. My mom is in love with him. Knows every lyrics to every song. Has all of his albums. Every single album she has of him. Every single album that he ever made, knows every lyric to every song in all of his albums that she owns. She loves him. Linkin Park I grew up with too. Metallica I grew up with. AC/DC I grew up with. Led Zeppelin, Def Leppard, Kiss, Aerosmith, White Snake, Megadeth, Nirvana, trying to think. All those bands that I just named, I grew up with. I grew up with 80s and 90s metal, and I just love it. And I'm thankful to have a heavy metal mom. And I would so hang out with her back when, if I grew up with her in her time when our parents grew up with, I would so hang out with my mom. My mom was just a full-blown metalhead. Like, full-blown combat boots, leather jackets, spikes. Just, I'd hang out with her. And I'm thankful to have a mom who likes the music I like, but she doesn't like screamo. Like, Of Mice and Men, Motionless in White, Pierce the Veil. Sleeping with the Sirens she likes, because they're not screamo. But Bullet for My Valentine she likes, because I used to blast them all the time last summer, and I don't anymore. Just kind of sad. Of Mice and Men is just one of the biggest inspirations in my life. And they changed me, as so far Bullet for My Valentine did too. But Austin Carlisle is my hero, my idol, my inspiration. I would do anything to meet him. I don't know, there's something about them that makes them more than a band to me. They're not just any other ordinary band. They're heroes. Their songs speak to you. You could relate to their songs. They blow me away. And my sister is one of the most preppiest girls to ever meet. But me and her were talking one day, and she saw that Of Mice and Men was my background on my phone. And then she goes, "You like them?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I like them too." I'm like, "No, you listen to rap. You listen to hip hop and pop. Like, you listen to dubstep, hello." She was a metalhead like me, obsessed with Screamo. Hates 80s and 90s metal, cannot stand it, and doesn't understand why I do. But she used to listen to ETF, PTV, Bless the Fall, just all those three bands. And now she's telling me she likes Sleeping with Sirens, Pierce the Veil, still listens to them, and Bullet for My Valentine, and Of Mice and Men. I go, name one song from Of Mice and Men that you listen to, or name all their songs, and she named them all. But the weird part, I've never heard her blast them in my whole entire life. Maybe she's lying. I mean, it's okay for her to like those bands, but it's weird to have a preppy girl, a flown out girly girl who listens to Screamo. It doesn't match. A preppy girly girl should listen to hip hop, pop, rap, and then you have your emo, metalhead, and goth who listen to metal and Screamo nonstop, because I do. And I'm basically losing my hearing because of how loud I listen to my music. But hey, you can't stop. It's weird because I used to be that full-blown girly girl, and now I'm just like a tomboy. And I was, since I was little. 3rd to 6th grade, I was a tomboy. And then I got to my normal style, and then I got introduced to band tees, so it's kind of like, I thought this video was supposed to be talking about Of Mice and Men, but it lost track. So, it's still gonna go under why I love Of Mice and Men, even though I talked about other bands. Just remember, my biggest pet peeve is when people say those bands you listen to are more than just... No, my biggest pet peeve is when you fangirl over a band who you don't like for their songs, that you just like to think they're hot. That's my biggest pet peeve ever. I hate when people do that. But, I'm gonna go. I gotta do my homework and everything. So, I will probably make a better Of Mice and Men video, because this is going to be the reasons why I love the bands I listen to or something. I don't know. Or it's just gonna be just talking about crap or something. I'm gonna have to start making new covers soon, so, yeah. I will see you guys later, and have a good day, and I hope you guys are fine on this Wednesday evening. So I gotta go and get my shit together. Bye.